Welcome to Kendra's Artistic Crochet Designs. Today we are going to make the third, I think we're going to do the third and the fourth actually, squares of our, so we did all of these last week, right? And we did this one and we just repeated it. Okay, now we're going to do this one and this one. We're going to do 3 and 4. So we're gonna get doing that. Now the third one, I want you to see that this one right here, this color here, continues across. So the color should be the same. It continues across. And then this is where the white is where our lavender is going to go, because we're doing lavender. So we have the lavender, and then we have this color going across. Okay, so those are the two colors we're going to be working with, and we're going to start out with the lavender. Now, there it is. Because yes, you can do 25 loops on this hook, but it's not comfortable. Okay, I've tried it, but so we're going to use the longer hook to do these squares. So what we're going to do is we're going to connect it to our first stitch of this white right here. All right, and then we're going to chain 25. So there's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you could have done that with the little one. I guess you could have done that with the smaller hook. But now we're going to pick up loops. But first of all, we are doing half double crochets with this. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to wrap our hook before we pick up our loops. So wrap the hook and pick up the loop, because we're going to do this part of this with the half double crochets. And if I can get in there. Come on. All right. Wrap the hook, pick up a loop. Wrap the hook, and pick up a loop. Now, you should have 49 loops on your hook by the time you're done with this. And this is another reason why we went to the long hook, because there's a lot more loops on the hook when you're doing the half double crochet. almost there. Alright, so here's all of our loops on the hook. Now, we're going to connect it. So we're going to wrap our hook before we go on this side to connect it. And we want to do the back loop, and then there's a loop behind it, like, so we're leaving the front loop. So anyway, did we wrap our hook? Nope. Gotta wrap the hook. It's important to wrap the hook. Alright, now since we're doing half double crochets, we need to go through 3. So we're just going to go through 3 right off the bat, because we're just connecting that. But once we go through 3 every time, you should have 25 half double crochets. We should end up with 3 at the end there too. Okay, so as you can see, we've got our 25 half double crochets here. Now we are needing 4 more rows of this. So every one is 5 rows. So now we need 4 more rows of this. So we are going to wrap our hook, and the second set of 2 right there, you're going to go through both of those. Then wrap our hook, go through the next 2. Wrap our hook, go through the next 2. And these are half doubles. And you're just going to do this, and then you're going to, when you bring them off the hook, make sure that you're bringing off 3 and not 2 all the way to the end until you have 1 loop on your hook. So let's do the 4 more rows, and we'll be back for the 6th row. Okay, so row 6, I've got 5 rows of this connected to this, as you can see. All right, and now we're going to do this color next, and we're just going to pull up loops, but you have to go through 2 this first row. Go through 2, pull up a loop, go through 2, pull up a loop. So you should have 25 loops on your hook by the time you get done with this row. This row will be a simple stitch because it's a simple stitch here, so this row will be a simple stitch. Well, the next 5 rows actually will be simple stitch of this color. the next 4 after this, I mean. So there'll be 5 total rows, just like in the last color we did. Alright, so then we're going to connect by using like that. And now we're just going to go through 2. You start out going through 2, and we're going to go through 2 until you get all the way back, and until you have 1 loop left on your hook. Like that. So now what we're going to do is you're going to just do a simple stitch, which you're going to go through like this. Just like that. All the way down, and you'll do 4 rows of that. So you'll have a total of 5 rows of it. And then where you get to this white, you're going to repeat this row, and then you repeat this row for this row, and then the white again. And then we'll be back after these 5 rows are done. So each one of these sections is 5 rows. Okay, so I will see you once I finish this up, and when I get here, I'll see you then. I think that is row 26 actually, because this is 25 rows, this square, so each row being 5, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So I will see you at row 26. Alright, so I have 25 rows done, and that's what it should look like. This third square looks really neat, and it connects these. So cool. Alright, now we're going back to this color, and the next square, which is square number 4, is done. The whole thing is done in that color. So what we're doing is, just like before, we're going to go through 2 to bring up our loops, because we're going from this half double crochet to a simple stitch. Just this first row though is done in a simple stitch. And then once you get this done, you should have 25 loops on your hook. Alright, and then we're going to connect it right here. Which will make 26, which is the reason why when we take our loops off our hook, we're going through 2. Okay, so anyway, we're going to go through 2, 2, 2, all the way through. until we have one loop left on our hook. All right, so that's how row 1 is done. Row 2 and all the rest of the rows of this square is done this way. We are going to purl every stitch across. And then, so you'll purl this for every row, and which is the next 24 rows, counting the second row. So you should have a total of 25 rows in this square once you are done. So pretty much, except for the first row, the whole square is purled. Now I have taught you all these different stitches making this plaid, right? And if you wanted to, you could do every stitch a simple stitch. You could do every square a simple stitch. But I like it this way because it gives it, what do you call that? I just like texture. So texture, I'm huge on texture. I love anything with texture in it. And this really is a very textured blanket. And I love it that way. So once you get 25 rows done, you will be here. So these are the rest of the 25 rows. You just be connecting these as you go. And then when you get up to here, you're going to repeat the third square. And then you repeat the third square here. And then you'll repeat the fourth square. And you just keep going. Third, fourth, all the way up. And you will end up with the third square at the end. Okay, repeating the third square. So it will look like this. So here's what it's going to look like, because I've decided I'm working on 2 blankets at the same time. I'm doing this blanket for my chair in my bedroom, so it'll match my bedroom because I have peach walls. Anyway, isn't that pretty? Then once you get all of this done, this row done, then the next row will be repeating 1 and 2, and then 3 and 4, 1 and 2, 3 and 4. Now you will go. We did 7 blocks up. You're going to do 7 blocks down. So you'll end up with this row at the end. So anyway, then once we get that all done, once the whole blanket is done, I'll be back and we will do the border of this blanket. But I'm not exactly sure when that's going to be. But for now, we're just going to work on this. And once we get that done, then I'll do the border. But I don't know exactly when it'll be. So, but this blanket is going to be so beautiful. I cannot wait to see this blanket finished too. They're both beautiful. So, anyway, until I see you for the border, that'll be it for now. I want to thank you guys for watching. Have a great day. and bye bye now.